Hello and welcome back to yet another round of unboxing. Oh yes, our crusade continues. A bit late, but it still continues. And this time we have Kobato from Kobato. Yeah. I can't remember what her family name was, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So, what's there to know about this series? I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet. But well, it's a clamp work, so I'll probably get down to it sooner or later. And for those who do, please don't spoil the story for me. I know it's something about, she can't take off her headgear for whatever reason, and there's this dog here that looks like, or is supposed to be some sort of celestial being, I don't know. I'll get down to it sooner or later. But for now, we shall unbox this figurine of the main character, Kobato. And I gotta say, I like the box. I have this soft spot for, fully transparent boxes instead of cardboard or whatever. But then again, they are a pain to keep. They're a pain in the ass to fold. They jab you all over the place. But anyway, we've gotten her out of the box. And now this looks like some manual, which... Okay, I look at this and I'm not very confident on... Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm totally confident that this video is gonna be one of the longer ones. Not like previously. Previously it was kinda shorter because there's nothing to do, which is nice, short and sweet. So now, let's look at what we have, okay? First, there's Kobato herself. In her kimono, which is always nice. Who doesn't like kimonos? The only person who don't like them are those who have to wear them all the time. And then that's a parasol, which I gotta admit is kind of cute. And there is the dog, or the whoever he is. I can never pronounce his name. Yeah, forget it, I'm not gonna bother. And there is the cage where I'm supposed to put him in. Because reasons. Right then, let's get down to business. So first, cut the tape. Yes. The first obstacle to any figurine, tape. Alright, that's done. We shall now take off the the top cover, which was easier than like one of our previous figurines. Man, that was a struggle. And, oh wait, the cage is, okay, I thought I accidentally broke something, but it's just that the cage is attached to the top cover. So let's take it out. Looks fine. Looks extremely fragile, which I'm sure, is not going to be a problem. Yes, totally not a problem. It also has this nice big bow tie to it. Or ribbon. Alright, since we're at it, let's take out the plastic cover. Which is a bit difficult. It feels like those... Come on, camera, focus. It feels like those, what's it called again? Cellophane tape? The kind that sticks together due to static electricity or something like that? Yeah, it feels like it. Anyway, we take it out. Here it is. The cage. Well, the ribbon is just a simple synthetic fiber ribbon, which, oh well, I don't blame them, it's cheap. Alright, and now for the dog. Yo-ryogi-san. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yo-ryogi-san. And just like every other figurine out there, he's mummified in this cellophane tape. So let's take him out of there, which is not too difficult. I'm sure, I don't think I'll break his leg, or his tail, or anything. Alright, that's done. Now for the parasol. Look at the handle. It's so thin and so breakable. Oh god, And not only that, I have to uncellophane tape this entire thing from the bottom as well. Or should I say from the inside. I'm sure it'll be... Yeah, I'm sure there'll be no problems doing this. But first, take a look at this pattern. Look at all the chicks on the... What's it called again? The cover? Do you call this a cover? Anyway, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, okay? You wouldn't catch me walking around with this thing because it's a little embarrassing. But I'm sure people will. Somebody's bound to walk around with this kind of umbrellas or parasols until it starts raining. Then you realize that parasols are not for blocking rain. Alright, so this is the umbrella, unmummified. Beautiful. And now for Kobato herself. And hopefully this time, I don't have to dismember her like how I had to dismember Momohime. Ah man, that was terrible. But it seems like I'm in luck. Yes! No dismembering to be done today. Just a lot of uncellophaning. Uncellophaning? Is that even a verb? But anyway, yeah. Taking out the cellophane tape, which is... Or am I just even massacring the word cellophane tape? I don't know. What I do know is that this thing is not as easy to take out as I thought it was. I mean, we probably don't have to do that many variations or assembly and reassembly, but this thing is hard to take off, even from the base. I didn't expect that. But nevertheless, we've gotten her out, and she looks simply lovely. So now for the instructions. We have to put the dog in the cage, and to do that, we have to detach the base of the cage with the rest of it. And at one side there is, as you can see from the C in one of the boxes, one side is thicker than the other, so that you know how to arrange it. Which I'm sure is something that's gonna be real easy to do. Yeah, no problem, totally. If you're looking in the middle and you're wondering what that is, do not worry, that is not electricity, that is just a magnet. So I guess the base with all the clouds, or that, yeah, those are actually clouds. It's like a magnet, and there's some sort of like ferrous material at the base of the cage where you're supposed to like put the cage on so that it doesn't fall off. Sure, but the one thing that worries me most is the rightmost one. We had to detach the handle of the Parasol, and you saw how thin it was. Challenge accepted. Let's do it. What's the worst that could ever happen? But before we do that, let's do the easy part first, okay? That being said, trying to detach the cage from the base. I hope I don't break anything. Here we go. Close my eyes. Oh. Okay, that was easier than I thought. My heart is beating a little, but okay. So now we put him in here, and we try to fit the cage back in. I completely didn't look at how I was putting it in, I just like fit it back in, and it seems to have fitted quite fine. Okay, that was easier than I thought. Okay, so that's part A done, okay? Now for part B. The Parasol of Doom. And to add insult to injury, I had to take this parasol apart, so that I can slot the handle into her hands, and then I had to put it back together while the handle is in her hand. Come on, is there an easier way to do this? Seriously? Just look at how thin it is compared to my finger. Oh. Okay, that was easy. I hope I didn't break anything. I certainly didn't feel anything break. Okay, now. Part B. Insert the handle into her hand from the bottom. Should be no problem. I mean, yeah, totally no problem. Her entire body is as thick as my finger, but there should be no problem. We have the dexterity of a grasshopper. Is that even a thing? Okay. I'm concentrating here. Put it in. Push! Push! Don't give birth. This is as far as it goes in. Should be fine, I guess. I mean, the rest of it looks pretty short. I think it's really resting on her head. Let's just do and see how it goes. Okay. Alright, that's as far as it goes. I think it looks fine. Yeah, yeah, not bad. Not bad if I may say so myself. It looks fine, yeah. It looks like pretty natural, like, the kind where you're walking around with the umbrella on your shoulder, even though the rain is pelting on your face. You don't care, because it looks cool. Alright, and now to mount the cage onto the base, which is magnetic. And I'm having a bit of trouble here. Wait a minute. Is there even a magnet? Oh, there is a magnet, okay. Okay, it seems like there's I don't know how they did it, but the magnet is situated in a way such that the cage will face a certain direction. And unfortunately, that certain direction means that Yoryogi will be facing backwards. Let me try. Let me try changing it. Okay. No, it's not working. Okay, so it looks like I had to... I'm a bit lazy to take out the cage again, and besides, I'm terrified of breaking the cage. So let's try to adjust Yoryogi while he's in the cage. I'm sure it'll be no problem. Yeah. Okay, it is a problem. And how do we solve that? Test pen, yes. And we had to do this really gently because we do not want the flat nib to to kind of like scratch the figurine. I mean, he's just a dog or a soft toy, so I'm sure he doesn't mind, but scratches will not be tolerated. Hum da dum dum dum, I'm still using my thumb. Yum yum yum. I mean, I gotta say, I'm on the verge of taking out the cage again, and like regretting it because it's not easy to turn this guy. His ears keep getting stuck in the cages, and not to mention that his sitting position also means that his feet also tend to get stuck between the cage bars. God damn it, this is a pain. Alright, we've done it. After several minutes of annoying pain and frustration, we've done it. He's now facing more or less the correct direction. I say more or less because there's something that still annoys me, and I'll show you later, okay? But first, let us now take a look at her, a really good look at her, up and down. Ah, there she is. Happy-go-lucky, holding a parasol, and holding a caged person like it's normal, I guess, for her. And yes, those things that she's standing on are clouds. Don't ask me, okay? So now, first things first, let's look at the parasol. And it is only now that I realize that the top looks like, you stuck a pack of a bunch of grapes onto the top of the parasol, and that is the design of my umbrella. Fantastic. Her hair could have been done better. I'm not sure whether they were trying to go for the translucent look, but it certainly does seem to shimmer a little. Her face, I guess for a figurine of this size, it could have been done better. It does look like her, somewhat, I guess. And that's the annoying umbrella. Oh man, I'm so relieved we got it right without breaking anything. And here he is, Yogi, in the cage. And look at this, okay? Look at this. Her hand. She's supposed to be holding the cage, but because of the magnet, it's like she's not holding the cage. No, she's actually not holding the cage. But because of the big ribbon on top, from the front, it looks like she actually is. And that's the thing that really annoys me. Damn it! Kotobukiya, do it right! But anyway, there you have it. Kobato from Kobato. Having lots of fun, although I must say that the story is a pretty tragic one. Kind of. So what do I like about this figurine? The kimono! The parasol! Lovely. What do I not like about it? It seems a little plain. I must point out that I do like her expression, and I do like her pose. I'm a bit ambivalent about the dog, and I'm very irritated by the hand. But on the whole, I like this. If only she were a bit bigger. Well, I guess you can't have everything. Oh yes, and special mention to her headdress. The one that she can never take off. Well, at least not in public. So there you have it. Kobato. Unboxed and ready to ride the clouds. I think. At any rate, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.